Sunday. It's the last day of San Diego Comic-Con. There you go. Good call. Let's start with one of the youngest members of our crew tonight. You know him as Nate Silva, the Gold Grid Battle Force Ranger from Power Rangers Beast Morphers, Abraham Rodriguez. Give him a hand. Abraham. There he is. Oh, there you are. You're right here.
Oh, cool.
Up next, you know him as Preston Tien, the Blue Ninja Steel Ranger from Power Rangers Ninja Steel, Peter Adrian Sudarso. Look at those guns. Next up, I don't know. They set up the name tags without me, so I don't know where we're going with this. So up next, Ivan, the Gold Dino Charge Ranger from Power Rangers Dino Charge, Davi Santos. Davi Santos is running late.
He's here.
He's here? Is he in the room? Is he in the house tonight? Oh, there he is. You know him as Tyler Navarro, the Red Dino Charge Ranger from Power Rangers Dino Charge, Brennan Mejia. And his luggage. This young lady, you know her as Gia Moran, the Yellow Megaforce Super and Mega and Super Megaforce Ranger from Power Rangers Megaforce. Helmet. Power Rangers have helmets, apparently. Next, also from Super Megaforce, Orion the Silver Ranger, Cameron Jebo. And you may know him as Tyzon the Mercury Ranger from Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, Dwayne Cameron. And do we have Alyson? All right. You may know her as Lieutenant Taylor Earhart, the Yellow Eagle Wild Force Ranger, Alyson Kiperman. Kiperman. Alyson. You may know him as Carlos Vilarte, the Green Turbo Ranger and the Black Space Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo and Power Rangers in Space, Roger Velasco. And we have one more. Romy?
Roger.
Romy?
No, she's not here. She's not here.
Who's here?
She couldn't come. She says hi, actually. Yeah.
We're good? Okay.
Good.
Romy's not joining us today, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen, the Power Rangers. In what universe did you think that you would get this group of Power Rangers up on stage right now? Never. And we did it. Real quick, a little thing about who's bringing this panel to you today. I'm with a podcast called The Con Guy. You can go check theconguy.com. You can check us out. We have a news site. It's a central hub for all things nerd, all things geek, all things convention. And we also do a live podcast called The Con Guy Happy Hour on Monday nights. You can check our website for the schedule. We don't do it every week, but we do it a few times a month. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Power Rangers. So I've had the opportunity to interview a few of these Rangers, have them on our panels at different conventions, but some of them are new to me. So I just want to go through and talk, just have each of the Rangers kind of introduce themselves and what are you excited about being back at Comic-Con? And we'll just go down the line. So let's start with Abe.
Hello, everyone! Woo! I'm Abraham Rodriguez. I play the Beast Morphers Gold Ranger. Woo! Beast Morphers! Hasbro's first season, yeah! I'm so excited to be here. This is my first San Diego Comic-Con, definitely like my biggest con, so that's super exciting. And yeah, just so happy to see your guys' faces. Let's start off with a super fun video. Okay, ready? On the count of 3, it's Morphin time. Ready? Hold on. Okay, ready? Because I want to be in it too. Oh, actually. Okay, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, it's Morphin time! Hey, that's it for me. Thank you guys. Love you. Literally.
I want to have that same energy, but I don't!
Yeah, beat that, everyone.
I'm Cameron Jebo. I am Orion from Andresia. I'm Power Ranger Super Megaforce. 20th anniversary Power Ranger.
Yeah.
It's awesome to be back at Comic Con. It's the big one, so it's an honor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And none of us can go to beat Abraham. Anyway, I'm...
You can
Thanks a
try.
lot. Ciara Hanna, hi. I play Gia Morin, the yellow Megaforce and Super Megaforce Ranger. Also, this is just it's been such a long time since we've been here, obviously because of the pandemic, but also, like, San Diego Comic-Con was our first con, besides Paramorphicon as our introduction as Megaforce. When we came back, this was our first con. So we literally were like in a window up there with Saban, looking out the window, trying to see everyone. And it was like, that's when we met everyone and talked. I don't know, that came very real that we have a show. And people are watching it, what the hell? So I don't know, it's very, I have a sensitive, like a soft spot for San Diego Comic-Con. So I love you guys.
Awesome. What's up, family? How you guys doing? Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm Roger Velasco, played Carlos on the Green Turbo Ranger, Black Space Ranger, on the hit series Power Rangers! Yeah! And you know what? I'm excited to be back. You know why? Because it's my first time here. It's my first time at this show. I've been having a blast. It's amazing. I've been having a great time. So, absolutely. Thanks for being here, man. We love you guys.
Yeah. How we doing, guys? Yeah. So I'm Dwayne Cameron. I'm one of the New Zealand Power Rangers. So I grew up just down the road from the studio. So I was a local, and then I moved to America in 2004. I was in Dino Thunder. Some of you don't know that. I was in SPD. Some of you don't know that. And then finally, I was the Mercury Power Ranger in Operation Overdrive. Yeah. It's a pleasure to be back. I did 2019 version of this, which was huge. And then I did the you did it. Brennan did it too. Yeah, we did. Yeah. We shared a booth last year, and then this year it's just been awesome. To be back out in it. And I'm looking forward to next year. I really appreciate you all. You guys pump it full of energy. You make it. You guys are the fuel that drives the flame. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
How is everybody? I'm Davi Santos, Gold Ranger from Dino Charge. Gold Square over here. What's up, man? Yeah. Go! Yeah. Being a Sixth Ranger is an honor. It is also something that is carried with a little bit of because, while everyone was here in San Diego Comic-Con, I was in the back in the shadows. Power Morphicon, literally, me and Claire were in the back.
He's talking about when we were not announced yet.
Yeah, when we were not announced. And so we were in the shadows being oh, when is it my turn? And then the last time that we were all going to unite, which was so fun when we did in Power Morphicon in 2018, and then 2020, we were about to come all together and see you guys, but then we were shut down by the world. And it's okay because now it is so exciting to be reunited, not only with each other and meeting some new faces as well, but to see you guys again. So it is a privilege, it is an honor. We're so happy to be here.
What's going on, guys? Brennan Mejia, Red Ranger from Dino Charge. This is not my helmet. This is Peter's Hyperforce Red Ranger because mine's in my suitcase because I didn't know when we were coming in and they're like, you're going in now. I was like, okay. So my helmet's on red. I did, yeah. So thank you for letting me borrow your red helmet. It's red. It's the right color. So
somebody dig through Brennan's luggage.
Yeah, there's a Dino Supercharged helmet in there. It's okay. But but thank you guys so much for coming here. We wouldn't be here without you. So we love you guys. May the power protect you all, which is more like a goodbye line, but we're just starting. I don't know. Yeah. Woo!
My name is Adrian Sudarso. I play Ninja Steel Blue and Hyperforce Red. And I'm just excited to be here. This is my first time having my own table and panel. So yeah.
Hey guys, Alyson Kiperman. I was your Yellow Wild Force Ranger. Thank you. First time at this con. I'm having so much fun. And I'm looking forward to Power Morphicon too. We're gonna have some fun. And I'm gonna have a helmet finally. So I'm like super jelly of all these people. So, but you guys, thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Have a great night.
All right, so that's all the time we have. Just kidding.
Thanks for coming.
May the power protect you now.
This is unbelievable. We've got 9 Rangers at this table right
That's
now.
almost as many as Dino Charge.
I feel like if an alien presence attacked San Diego Comic-Con right now, we'd be fine. So I want to keep it kind of loose and conversational. First of all, how many of you might have some questions that you'd like to ask the Rangers? Because I just want to get an idea of how many might want to step up to the microphone, how much time I need to leave. Okay, so we got a handful. We got 3, 4, 5, somewhere around there. So we'll just throw it out to the Rangers. First of all, particularly with Alyson, we haven't had you on the panel before. First of all, how many of you have seen a Con Guy Power Ranger panel, either in person or online? Not too many. Oh, a handful of you out there. Thanks for coming back. So we haven't had Alyson on the panel before.
Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. And can you just talk about, as the most legendary Ranger on the panel tonight?
Does that mean the oldest?
No.
I think that's actually what it...
I
wait,
said
no, wait,
legendary.
Roger and I are the same age.
I said...
I'm 11 days his senior.
Yeah, she's 7. Yeah.
Yeah?
Listen,
Is it a week?
But yeah, thanks for putting it like that.
Allison's legendary, Roger is old.
Period. Wage like wine,
He's
baby.
saving himself.
Alyson, since we
Yes.
haven't had you on the panel before, can you talk about a little bit about your experience with auditioning for the show? What was your experience pre-being cast with your knowledge of Power Rangers, or did you even know about it? And how did you get to the spot where you were a Power Ranger?
Okay, I'm going to make that short because that's a lot of questions, and there's a lot of Rangers who need to talk. Okay, so some of you might know. So I was 24 when I booked the Power Rangers. A year before I shot the Power Rangers, I did a show with JDF called MTV's Undressed. You guys ever Google that on YouTube? You'll see us doing all kinds of things we shouldn't have. And I was in the makeup chair, and the makeup artist said, "Do you know who you're acting with like the most famous Power Ranger?" And I said, "No, I'm 24. I don't know him." So and then a year later, I booked the Power Rangers. So I sort of feel like JDF sort of like gave me the Power Ranger sort of like sprinkled fairy dust, and then I booked the show. I auditioned 6 times. I think a lot of us had a similar auditioning process, right? Where we went in many, many times. Like, I think I did 6 times. So, but 20 years later, you guys, I'm so blessed and grateful to know all these people and be part of this amazing family. Like, we are a family. And yeah, grateful to be here. So I hope that answers your question. And it was short enough. Thank you.
It's just the reality of the situation. We got 9 people up here. We're not gonna get around to stories for everybody, unfortunately, because these folks have some magnificent stories. Anybody else want to talk about their experience? Did that trigger any memories for anybody that you wanted to bring up, or anything about like Mark? Yeah.
Dino Thunder. So that was I got dropped in the water there, and again with JDF. So that was kind of like breaking of the ice. And you didn't realize kind of what you're stepping into. So yeah, I auditioned a bunch and started out like Alyson on a JDF gig, and then it just went on and on. Yeah, SPD and it's just a process. But I think we all auditioned a lot, and I auditioned for 3 shows, got 3. And then I think that was a wrap. They were like, yeah, you've been on, we don't want to like rinse you out. You got to move on, kid. And I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, so I had a similar start to Alyson, I guess. I didn't do the After Dark thing, what was it? What was it?
What was said at that is mum's the word.
MTV's Undressed, I believe.
Oh, MTV's Undressed. Oh, I thought you meant After Dark panels.
No.
With tequila.
I was thinking about the After Dark panels.
We know all about those. Sorry, Dwayne.
Who had to do some kind of gymnastics or martial arts or something in their audition process?
I feel like we all did martial arts.
We all did, right?
Yeah, we all did.
Wait, this is actually a really good story. Davi, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You started.
Okay. So me and Davi met in LA during my audition process, and it was like at a mutual friend's like brunch or something, so random.
Yeah.
And in conversation, he told me that he was the Gold Ranger, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually auditioning for Power Rangers right now. And he has amazing martial arts experience.
10 years, second
So
degree black
I was like, please help me, please teach me, please mentor me. And so we like met up at a park. We met up at Griffith. Yeah. Davi's fucking awesome.
Wait, this was
obviously.
Rangers?
This was when he was auditioning for Rangers.
Yeah.
No.
And then he like helped me with like my routine. He like, said, do this, do that, don't do that. They want to do this. I asked him 10 million questions. And then I ended up getting it. And then I ended up getting the Gold Ranger, like he's the Gold Ranger. And then they ended up bringing him for the reunion. So then we got to like film together, and it was crazy because like we met before it all. So
fast forwarding from a park in LA to actually being in New Zealand filming as Gold Rangers together.
And now we're here 4 years later. Crazy.
A really quick side note, I have a lost driver's license up here, a Mr. Guzman of San Diego, California. If you can come up here after the panel is over.
There's a chance for
How did you get younger? I swear to God.
How did you get younger?
Yeah, dude.
Alice and Robert have been unseated as the most legendary Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as the original Black Ranger.
Hey, now there's 10 of us like Dino Charge.
And he keeps getting younger. He's most legendary and gets younger.
No. Somebody told me there ain't no party like a Power Ranger party because a Power Ranger party don't stop.
This is a Power Ranger party that is not stopping. So, Walter, welcome to the stage. Thank you so much. He's having his own conversation. Walter, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, man, I had to come and crash for a second. I was like, everybody's here and I'm not there. What's going on with that? I gotta come and say what's up to everybody. I miss my family, my faces. I'm like, all right, cool. It's good to see everybody.
Now, tell us what you're most excited about being back in person at San Diego Comic-Con.
Man, I think, San Diego is one of my most favorite Comic-Cons because there's so many fans and there's such commercial success here. So many other great actors and peers here that to be around and to hang out with and party with, but especially the fans. It's always good to see you guys. You guys come from everywhere, so it's kind of amazing. I'm like, I saw you in Iowa. I saw you in Chicago. So good to see you guys too. What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Now, for some of the younger Rangers on this panel, like, for example, Abraham, I believe, is 7 years old.
Yeah.
And,
beard for 7-year-old.
which
Still looks well.
great beard. for those of you that have been in, you know, the 20 teens, and you look at the original series started in 1993, we're going on 29 years for the original series. What is it like to look back at that history and know, like, hey, not only am I sharing the stage with somebody like Walter Jones right now, or Alyson, or Roger, but I'm part of this family that started 29 years ago, and now we've got all these people that love it. What's that experience like?
It's the same feeling I had at my first Morphicon and everything. It's our producer Jonathan literally told us, "You're not joining just like a cast. You're not joining just a franchise. You're joining a family." And I was like, "Okay." Like anytime you work anywhere, like, "Welcome to the family." Like, all right, I get it. But this literally has been the most family-oriented group of people I ever met. And when we did our legendary battle, we had people come in, and it literally was like that. You would think that they have like this almost attitude, like we're stepping on their toes or something like that, but it was much more of a torch and a big hug. And so I just feel honored that I have, whether you have your own family or not, I know I have this as my family. Not to get emotional or anything, but it's just a very comforting feeling.
Awesome.
Now, if we kick it back, there's so many Rangers, I don't even know who to pop up next to. Let's do another one of my new ones. Peter.
Same question?
Well, just tell us a little bit about coming into the franchise and what that experience was like.
I think it's exactly like what Ciara said. It's an honor. It's hugely an honor, but also it's like coming into it, it's a huge responsibility. You know, like being a Ranger, it means something. You know, like you're part of you have to be a face of this thing that like these guys have like built for years, and that's like, at first it's a weight to carry, and then after a while you're like, this is amazing. Not only do I get to be a part of something huge, but I also get to belong. You know, so yeah, seriously, you know, so it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling.
Walter, 1992, 1993, any inkling that Power Rangers would become what it is today?
No. The first week of the show aired, and it was on every day. So it was Monday through Friday. After the first 5 days of the show, the producer comes to us and goes, "Congratulations, you are the #1 kids show in the world." And we're like, "Did you say world?" I mean, because we know the show was on Fox in California. So, I mean, I knew it was going to be all around the United States, but I had no idea it was going to be in 40 countries. And the fact that it became the #1 show in the world, kids show in the world, was like phenomenal. Of course, we didn't really know what that meant because we were broke, but
I love this guy.
I mean, I think if we had money in the pocket, we were like, "Yo, we doing really good right now." But I don't think we expected it to go, you know, to do what it's done. I mean, when I left the show, I figured, okay, the show will probably go for like another 5 years maybe or something like that. But then it was like 5 years and then 5 years and 5 more years and then there were more years. So I'm excited though. It's like, man, 30 years, we're coming up on our 30-year reunion, guys, our 30-year anniversary, and it's something that we've all been part of. We started it, but you guys continue to help it grow because you brought quality, you brought character, you brought like personality, you brought talent. There's so much talent in the Power Ranger group, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, and you guys, you guys gave us something to look up to. Yeah. Like, it's not like we were just getting cast in another action series for kids. We can look back and go, we need to be like Walter. Like, we got to be able to dance and fight and like, I mean, seriously, like, if we didn't bring anything to the table, like, we're not going to live up to what you guys saw in 93, 96.
Can you dance like Walter?
What's that?
Nobody did. I knew we had like an impression or something.
No.
You know, the thing is it's interesting. The original cast, I did 85 episodes, but I only was on the show for 2 years because the show was on every day. It was on Monday through Friday. Then it got so popular that they added a Saturday show that was just a mix of whatever had already been played. So Monday through Saturday, it affected the lives of so many kids everywhere. I mean, if you imagine, every day people went home from school and watched TV. Well, some of you guys, right?
I grew up.
Right? So, you know, the fact that it had such an impact on kids and such a positive impact. I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but for me, when the show first started and we would go out and we'd meet the kids, they were tiny and they're shy and they're like, you know, nervous and they're like, you know, some of them don't even want to look at you. You're like, okay. And your parents go crazy because they're like, we waited 4 hours to meet him, but you mean you're not going to look at him. But now, it's almost 30 years later and those kids are coming back with their kids. And their kids are being shy, but their parents don't care because they're like, yo, I don't care about you.
They don't like that because they're like, wait, I thought you were the Blu-ray. You're like, no, not the original one.
But it's amazing because it's what was created, you guys have kept going. You know what I'm saying? So.
One last real quick thing I want to tack on for Walter. Most of the people on this panel had something to go off of. Oh, it's a Power Ranger show. Oh, I know Power Rangers, it's been around. You were in the first one, and obviously it's using recycled footage from Japanese shows, but how was it initially pitched to you? Like when you went into audition, they're like, here's what the show's about, and what were your initial thoughts?
Bro, I had no clue. I was like, I didn't know. They said, okay, you're gonna be a superhero, and if the pilot gets picked up, you get 40 episodes. I was sold. 40 episodes? That's unheard of. You don't get 40 episodes as a beginner actor on a series. What's going on? I'm like, 40 episodes? I'm in there. So we shot the pilot, and I think it was during the pilot that we saw the Japanese footage. But we didn't see it until later. So we didn't know. I mean, we were shooting our footage not knowing what it was going to be like when we turned into superheroes. What do we look like as superheroes? What are our costumes? We don't, you know, what is that? And then the pilot was a little weird. So, you know, like, I don't remember if you guys saw it, the Lost episode where they would introduce my character, or they say, you know, he's Zach, he is the Mastodon, and then I morph into the Mastodon. That was kind of a weird thing. It was like, what is that? Yeah, it was strange looking. They changed it later. But the pilot was strange, and it's so strange that I took it home to my family, and I gave it to them and said, I got this TV show, and a superhero, and you know, it's kind of interesting, you know. And they were like, and we sat down in the front room, all my family, and I put it in. It's like, you know, 20 of us in the front room watching this. It's my moment. Here we go. We watch the show. The show goes off, and everybody kind of goes. No, you stay at it. It's good. Let's stop straight. I mean, like, you know, you're doing a good job. You know, yeah, it's just kind of weird, right? I know. So it changed a lot once we got to the series, though, because then it was like, there was more money put into it, things got added, you know, it was like better effects, more time was spent, and then it became a hit. So after that, then everybody was like, yo, what's up, cuz? Great job on the show, man. Yeah. You know, everybody's super proud. That's my son, he's a Power Ranger. Yeah, so I lost track of the original question. I started ready.
Well, you pretty much answered it.
All right, cool, good.
All right. Who wants to go next?
What's the question?
There is no question. I'm just asking who wants to go next. You guys talk. This is how these work. I just say you and they start talking. That's how Power Rangers do.
Maybe we have time for audience questions?
Yeah.
How about the fans? Do fans have any questions?
Got a question in the audience? Let's jump up to the microphone.
Hello.
Hi. Tell us your name and where you're from and what your question is, if you're comfortable with all those.
Okay, my name's Elizabeth Nunez. I'm from San Gabriel. And my question for all of you is, which Power Rangers season finale is your favorite and why?
SPD. SPD. Yeah, SPD
right.
for me.
Now I'll say who wants to go first.
Oh, I like Countdown to Destruction, 2-part episode.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Yeah.
Because it's a 2-part episode. That's the reasoning.
I'll answer, I guess. I really like SPD's finale. I really liked where the characters ended up. You know, I thought it resolved everything, but also like it left things open if you want to do like a 3rd season. You know, like an intro to a different universe. You know, yeah.
Well, my favorite's actually Countdown to Destruction and Evox Unleashed.
That's the answer. It should have been Ninja Steel.
Good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Russell Fung. I live in Los Angeles, California.
Good.
30th anniversary is coming up. What is your dream scenario? What do you want to see in the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers?
A 3-part episode.
Our character names on the scripts
Oh, that's
because we want to come back.
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Maybe a movie. A movie.
A Netflix series.
Oh.
A movie that goes back to the core of Power Rangers. That would be sick.
What he said, yeah. He said every Power Ranger comes back.
Yeah, that would be.
So it's like
that'd be
great. Like
6 Ranger team up.
Yeah.
Forever Red 2.
Yellow.
Like Forever 6 or something, you know?
It's like Forever 21, but Forever 6.
All right, thank you for your question. Next question.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My name is Gavin, and
There you go. Thank you.
and I'm 11 years old, and I live in Chula Vista. And my question is, what is your favorite Power Ranger series in general that is not your own?
Ooh, that's a
Fair. That's fair.
Dude, I grew up with
I'd say Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin all the way.
RPM. No one likes RPM here? That's
Time Force and Mighty Morphin.
I'm gonna say Lost Galaxy because I was in a couple episodes.
In Space is cool too.
Dino Charge, Mystic Force, and SPD.
Your brothers in Dino Charge.
It's also really good.
I feel like In Space was the first one I remember watching, but I really enjoyed going back and watching Jungle Fury a lot. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
I got to morph into RPM Silver and Gold, so I think that's my favorite season. Or is it RPM Silver? No, it's RPM Silver and Gold.
What's your favorite, bro?
Mine
Careful.
is probably Dino.
Dino Thunder.
You said Dino Charge, right?
Dino what? Say Dino Charge.
Yes.
I heard Super
Thank you very much. Great question.
Alyson Power! Let's go!
Thank you so much. Next question. Thank you.
My favorite Power Ranger is the one with the dinosaurs.
Hi there. I'm Eric. I'm originally from Virginia. It sounds like the original Mighty Morphin cast did not get much of a chance to see any of the Super Sentai footage, but I'm curious if any of the rest of you had any exposure to your Japanese counterparts, if you were able to study their performances, their fighting styles, anything like that.
So they gave me a stack of DVDs to watch of Guy. And I showed up at the office and gave the DVDs back, and I just said, why? I am nothing like my Japanese counterpart. Like, there's nothing about my character on the Megaforce pages that lines up with Guy whatsoever. And so I just, why did you make me watch all that? Like, that doesn't help me at all. That's just my experience.
Yeah.
DVDs didn't exist when I was filming.
Did they give you VHS?
we went from Megaforce to Megaforce, so they're completely different seasons. So they gave us, like you said, a stack of DVDs that we watched in our little house in Auckland, New Zealand, and we didn't have to, but they highly recommended to watch them because we needed to see, because they're different characters. So we had to see the character arc and how we would change into season 2. Thankfully, my character stayed pretty the same. I know John's character changed a lot, Azim's character changed a lot. And yeah, there's a couple like difficulties that they had to adjust their acting, if that makes sense. But we definitely watched them, and it's fun. Like our Super Megaforce, or like what's it? What's the Gokaiger? Yeah. Oops. It was a lot of fun. Pirates stealing things. I don't recommend stealing, but it was a lot of fun to watch.
I love Kyoryuger. Like my stunt double Akihiro Haga gave me, but the production didn't give it to us, but Aki did, and so I watched it. Daigo's amazing. It was amazing to watch it and like just see the melody of the earth and the dance that we didn't do. I think Yoshi did it in one of the episodes, just like in the background. But yeah. Did you watch it too?
No.
They didn't think it would track like with American audiences the same, I guess. But now it would, because TikTok and dancing. Like, yeah, let's bring it back. Season 3.
Next question, or anybody else? Thank you.
Hey. My name is Ismail.
Hey. Hi, Ismail.
I'm 7 years old.
What's up? Yeah.
I'm born in Bay Area.
Let's go Sharks.
What is your favorite episode of your own show?
Oh. Once a Ranger.
Okay.
Who else? I would say the musical episode when me and the Silver Ranger switched bodies. High School Musical was always a big thing for me growing up, so getting to do a musical was a huge, huge dream come true. So yeah, that was my favorite.
I think mine, has no focus on me whatsoever, but it was the grass is always greener or bluer, where our blue and green ranger switched places.
Oh, yeah.
And it was hilarious because our blue and green ranger would mimic each other off screen and on screen. It was the most fun thing to watch, and I think I laughed so much during that time. They nailed it.
They got each other down, so.
They mimic everyone. That's why because actually in the original Japanese footage, it was the green and yellow ranger that switched. But our blue ranger and our green ranger were better at mimicking people, and they said, "You can't do the job, Ciara." So they rewrote it, and I'm very happy they did.
We had a friendship episode where the whole point of the episode was to show like how good of friends we were, to then like show like the monster cutting our ribbons.
Oh,
you know? So they were like, okay, so your whole day is gonna be just like going to these dunes and then bodyboarding down.
You guys do that too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The sand
It's like we filmed in the same place over and over.
Exactly. The same.
You have to change outfits for it.
Oh, you did?
Exciting.
Oh, so did we?
No, but they never change outfits in Megaforce. Like, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
What did I tell you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We had to wear the same clothes every episode.
Yes. That one episode was very exciting for us.
Drive me nuts.
Anybody else want to pop?
I'm going to say for Turbo, Carlos, the Count. I would like to play the vampire. That was cool. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then I was at Chance, where I got to work side by side with Johnny Bosch. Yeah. That for me was a cool episode. Yeah. That was awesome.
Is he downstairs still somewhere?
I don't know.
He was here
I know
yesterday. Yeah.
No, he's here.
Go find Johnny if he's here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello. Hey.
Hi, my name is Joe. I live here in San Diego.
Woo, nice.
First off, I want to say thank you guys. I mean, like our fans say thank you for being here, taking the time to be here. And
Thank you.
so my question to you guys, and this is for all of you, which Power Ranger cast / season would you want your cast to cover?
Our Ciara.
What with?
To cover, like whatever, like what season?
The next one, so we're on again.
Like, was this to combine forces with?
Yeah.
Collaborate with?
Like in the show, I would just say your season because I want us to be together so we can party like behind the scenes, like go out together. But if you're saying like acting wise, I don't know then.
Same answer, right?
Oh, I guess yeah. Ciara's both ways. Yeah.
Wow. That's a tough question.
Probably like SPD, Dino Thunder, Overdrive together, so I could play all 3 characters and green screen myself.
I want to roll with Zach, man. I haven't shot anything with Zach. I think that would be cool. I worked with Johnny Bosch already. I think it'd be sick to partner up with Zach for sure. The other Black
partnered with him, like the in suit and the team up. Yeah, it was you, right?
And the suit.
Yeah, and the Beast Morphers crossover. No. That wasn't you? Oh, I didn't check.
I wondered why you never took off your helmet.
Yeah, I just thought
There's no way I would ever gone back to Power Rangers and stayed in the suit. That would have been weird, right?
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you for that question.
Next question.
Who's up next?
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm also from San Diego.
Woo.
And my question's for Roger. So, when you guys were filming in space, did they tell you that might be the last season of Power Rangers, or did you not know until the end?
Honestly, we would shoot every episode thinking that was probably the last episode we were going to shoot. Keeping it real. We had no idea what was going on or whatever. You would hear rumors, whatever. I just played it safe. I didn't go out and get the crazy house, the crazy car. I just stood focused. It's the truth. And I just knew at any moment it could be gone. So did they tell us? No. But did I operate like at any moment it could be over? Yes, absolutely. 1,000%.
That's smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your question, brother.
All right, my name is Zach. I grew up watching the original series.
What's up?
My question is for you, Walter. I grew up watching the series in North Carolina, but I reside in California now, San Diego. But my question for you is, how do you stay looking so young and so fresh, bro?
Good one, tell us.
Shoot. 5 little words, salsa. Salsa dancing.
You know what? I will say, I often say when I get that question, I say it's cocoa butter and positivity. Cocoa butter and positivity for my life.
It's like 50-50 or is it like 60-40? It's like 90% cocoa butter.
It's more like 5% cocoa butter. I like cocoa butter, it smells good. No, but actually, I think also staying fit. I dance a lot, and I think dancing really does help because it keeps me happy. It's a way to let out my stress and frustrations about life when it happens. It's a way to communicate with other people. It makes my endorphins happy, and it's creative. So for me, that is an outlet that keeps me moving, keeps me healthy, mentally healthy, and makes me want to be attractive. So, because I'm out dancing with girls, I'm like, I want to look good.
I want to piggyback to that. I know Walter for a while too, and every time I'm around Walter, he's like, exactly, happy, positive, excited. You never see him upset or mad or whatever. So that keeps you for sure, keeps your youth going, brother.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, no, positivity is absolutely a thing. This is my perspective, guys. I'm just going to say this, coming from the old dude. Everyone goes through stuff in life. Life can be a real bummer sometimes. But the thing about it is always look and try to find the positive in every situation. In every situation, everything you go through, there's a positive side. There's a blessing somewhere within that. Even if you lose somebody in your family, which you've all done, be grateful for the time that you had. Be grateful that you had somebody in your life that you love that much to miss. Be grateful for those things. And then you think about why you're happy, not why you're sad. You know what I mean?
And cocoa butter.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, we really quickly want to say we are running out of time, unfortunately, and this is the granddaddy of them all, so they're very strict on time limits. So I think we have time for 3 more questions. Starting
30 seconds.
Or 4 really fast ones.
Laser.
We have time for 3 more questions.
This one's for Peter. Okay, first of all, your reveal is my favorite.
Yeah.
What's your brother?
Thank you.
Huge. I watched that over and over again and cried. But so I'm just curious, what do your parents feel like? Is this a flex that there's 2 Power Rangers in the family? Is it like
My mom still
equivalent?
wants me to go back to school.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are
I'm still actually going
they
back
where
to
are my
school,
2
yeah.
doctors in the family, or it's like 2 Blue Rangers in the family?
No, the Power Ranger thing, I mean, for most of us, it is a lifestyle, and we do get to be this, but it was a job. Afterwards, my mom wants me to power down and still do other stuff.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good question. Thank you.
Hi,
Hi, my name is James. I'm from LA. My question is for the Six Rangers.
Yeah.
So how does it feel coming in later in the series and not like some of the cast have already made their bonds like the other friends? How does it feel coming back into the series later than everyone else?
There was so much anticipation. I was so excited to jump in, and then like watching the show already happen and everyone connect, I was definitely a little jelly. You know, I was like, oh my god, they're having so much fun. But then there was also like trouble in paradise because they were all living together. And
you didn't move in like you're supposed to.
Oh my god, maybe I shouldn't move in with everybody. There was also some really cool advantages too. But ultimately, I think it was a treat because we were like in a very singular sort of position.
I'm really grateful for my experience because I started in the series from the first episode, not as a ranger, which I think I'm kind of the first one to start from the very beginning and not start in the 8th episode. So I didn't really feel like a disconnect or anything. I traveled with the other rangers for my season, and then the comedic duo and like the villains came in like a week after us. So we all started at the same time, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Cam, did you want to put your 2 cents in?
You should.
Look, it's amazing how different all the stories are. I personally have a lot of anxiety around being the new guy or not fitting in. And these guys, without any prompting, all 5 of them got together and Skype or something. It was whatever software they were using at the time. Skyped me and they were just like, we're so excited to meet you, we're so happy you're coming, we can't wait to hang out with you. And so instantly I felt like, and I was still in the United States, like I hadn't even left for New Zealand yet. And so they did a fantastic job of putting me at ease and welcoming me into the family.
He literally had his own apartment and stayed at our place every single night.
That's how close and that's how well they like welcomed me in. I just didn't want to leave them. Like we were close.
I'll just give a quick answer. So anyone saw Saving Private Ryan, that movie? When Matt Damon was like turned up at the very 11th hour in the film, I kind of used that energy. I knew I was coming in late. And whenever you turn up late to the party, you're like the outsider, and my character was an alien. So I kind of actually used it to my advantage to be awkward. You know, so when we sit down at lunchtime, they're like, who's this guy? And I was like, I read the R18, no worries. So I would use that, you know, to kind of bleed into the characters. So that first half of it is they were truly actually trying to go, who's Dwayne? Like, who is this guy? But it became the character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think this will have to be the last question. I'm so sorry to everybody involved. I'm sorry.
Next question.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Thomas. I'm from Orange County, Michigan. What's your favorite Power Ranger villain? Like boss? Or...
Ooh, that's a good one. Anybody want to jump in on that?
Vrac. I like Vrac.
Draken. Lord Draken, yeah.
Gigantus.
I like Psycho Rangers. I don't have to consider
Heckle and Snide.
I like the Psycho Rangers too.
You guys pulling characters from the comic books up here?
It counts. Awesome question. Next question.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want more of that guy?
No, come on.
Thank you.
Go. Thank you so much.
Okay, I know a lot of people here is from San Diego in the United States, but I'm from Mexico.
Yeah.
The work that you have done has impact in Mexican children and grown-ups for sure. So my question is, which is your favorite Spanish word in español?
Gracias.
Mucho gusto. My favorite word is amor.
Good one.
Yeah, love. For sure.
Corazón.
Good one.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Dinero.
Aventura.
Try like tacos.
All right, real quick. I'm getting the go ahead.
Great question.
Well, getting the go ahead. We need to close down now. What, do you have a quick one?
What's your favorite sword?
Favorite what?
Sword.
Oh, my pterodactyl.
White tiger's cool.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl.
All right, everybody, that is our time. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry.